Happy Monday, sixth graders. I'm excited this week. We have a lot of really good things to talk about and work through, and they are all 100% related to reading comprehension. We have a lot of great strategies to show you and practice. So let's get started. Take a look at this guy over here. He's got all sorts of things going on related to being a good reader. So, all of these words that you see over here are things that good readers do or that they pay attention to as they are reading. But it's a lot. So, we're not going to talk about all these in one chunk. We're going to break it down. So, the good news is we've got some strategies that incorporate these things that are going to help you deepen your understanding while you're reading. Number one is using background knowledge before reading to help deepen our overall understanding. We have this really great fancy schmancy word called schema that we use, and your schema is your background knowledge. Your schema is all of the stuff that you already know from your life, your experiences, things you've read, movies you've seen. Your schema are all of those things that are just stored in your brain that you don't forget. We use our schema all the time when we're reading. We may not even realize or recognize it, but our schema is always helping us to understand. It's going to help us make connections, which we talked about last week. Connections are going to help you also deepen your understanding while you're reading. The second thing is generating questions, again, before you read. So you're going to notice these first two things we're talking about. We haven't even started reading the text yet. We're doing these things before we start reading. So we are setting ourselves up to be more successful before we even start. Here are some examples of questions that you might ask before you read fiction and some questions you might ask before you read nonfiction. The thing they both have in common is before you read, stop and do a picture walk. Flip through the pages and look at the pictures. Read the title. See what things pop into your mind immediately just using your schema. And that's going to help you generate some really great questions that you might get answered while you're reading and you might not. And that's okay. We do want to pay close attention to the types of questions that we're generating. Here are some examples of what we call thick questions versus thin questions. Our goal is to try to start training our brain to stay over here because these questions make you think deeper and analyze in a different kind of way. These are the why and the how type questions. You're going to need evidence from the text to answer these questions. These questions are going to make you think, and these questions could actually have more than one answer. The thin questions, on the other hand, these might help you understand something that you're confused about. These are the where and the what and the when and the who's. These questions are much easier. They're going to be right in the text, probably easy to find. Some of them may even just have a one word yes or no answer. And typically, there's really only one answer to these questions. So, as we're working this week, we want to start training our brain and practicing writing these types of questions because the more you practice them, the more your brain will just naturally help you generate those questions. So, our task for today is to do a picture walk and think about the title. The text that we're going to be using for this week is titled A Long Walk to Water. It's really great. I know you're going to enjoy it. So, your job today is going to be to do that picture walk, see what you think about that title, and you're going to generate 3 questions before we even start reading. Your challenge is to try to make at least one of your questions a thick question. If you can make more than one, fabulous, outstanding, that's impressive. But try to make at least one a good thick question so that you have something really deep to think about and analyze once we do start reading.